Big up to everyone, lovely family, lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity Sports from. Thank you so much for always being part of the family right here. And happy Friday to you as well, whatever part you may be watching me from, particularly if you're watching me from any part of Ghana, greeting to you as well. This video, we're going to look at Ghana Black Stars game yesterday against Chad. We're also going to be looking at the Africa CAF World Cup qualifier matches result yesterday, and some of the matches that are also going to be taking place today, and also the Ghana group, how it's looking so far. Mali won their game yesterday. We're going to be telling you much more details on that. Also, Madagascar won their game yesterday. We're going to be looking into that. But at the end of the day, we're going to be focusing our analysis right here about the reason why Ghana could not able to beat Chad. A lot of things right here. These are some of the things I'm right here to share with you. But before we dive into the main details, let's do this together, my lovely family.
This is Awini Unity Sports, your #1 stop for everything Ghana football. From the Black Stars blazing the pitch to the young stars rising and ready to take over the world, we've got it all here. If you love Ghana football, if you believe in the next generation of legends, then don't just watch. Join the family. Smash that subscribe button and let's make Ghana football unstoppable together.
So yes, I hope you have already subscribed to the channel, and if you did so, thank you so much for always being part of the family right here so that we can build Ghana football together. So like I said earlier on, let's drive your attention to the main details right here. I'm going to be starting with you the CAF World Cup qualifiers matches that are ongoing in Africa. Yesterday, result: Chad 1, Ghana 1, Angola 0, Libya 1, Guinea-Bissau 1, Sierra Leone 1, Madagascar 2, Central African Republic 0, Mauritius 0, Cape Verde 2, Sao Tome Principe 2, Equatorial Guinea 3, Algeria 3, Botswana 1, Cameroon 3, Eswatini, yes, 0, and Mali 3, Comoros 0, Tunisia 3, Liberia 0. As I'm shooting this video, some of the matches are ongoing. Somalia and Guinea are playing 68 minutes as I'm shooting this video, 2-0, and also 23-minute play. Kenya, the Gambia are leading 1-0. Also, Namibia, Malawi is leading 1-0. South Sudan and DR Congo are leading 1 goal so far. But maybe before I finish the video to edit and put the result on your screen for you to watch, maybe the result will change from there to let you know. But as things stand now, they haven't finished that game yet. So the matches are ongoing. Later on, Congo going to play against Tanzania. Djibouti also going to play against Burkina Faso. Lesotho going to play against South Africa. And Uganda going to play against Mozambique. Egypt going to play against Ethiopia. Cote d'Ivoire going to play against Burundi. And Mauritania going to play against Togo. Morocco going to play against Niger. Senegal going to play against Sudan. That is the games that are ongoing so far. Okay, so now let's come to the main topic right here. We're going to be discussing Ghana draw yesterday, and also Mali won their game yesterday. We're going to be talking about that. We're not going to be talking about the game against Ghana with Mali that much. But check the lineup before we move on. Maybe you didn't able to get the lineup that Ghana put up yesterday against Chad. You can see the lineup on your screen. Okay, Ghana go 4-2-3-1. You can see the players on your screen. I do not need to go on the players' names right here. You can see everything on your screen right here. Now, before I dive deep to the players' performance yesterday and the coach selection yesterday, there's something that I will let you to know. That is the reason why yesterday I do not shoot a video about it. I was waiting to gather my information, everything before I will come out to talk about the game today. Now, a lot of everyone was wondering why Thomas Partey did not play the game even including myself when I saw the lineup. Here was the reason. And before the game, Thomas Partey's name was in the lineup. That was Wednesday night. Salim Abdul-Samed's name wasn't in the lineup. But Thomas Partey is the one who told the coach that he's not feeling well, so he cannot able to play the game. And he also spoke to the medical team that his stomach is not feeling well to play the game. So even the next day, yesterday, Otuado spoke with Thomas that if he can even play about some few minutes, and Thomas Partey say, no, I cannot able to play. I came to play, but the way I'm seeing myself and the way I'm feeling, I cannot play the game according to the report that I got. So that is the reason why Salim Abdul-Samed came into the game. Also, another player that also doing training yesterday was Ibrahim Suleimana. He also wasn't feeling well to play the game. That is why those two players was out. So that is the reason why Sibo got a late call up yesterday. Thomas Partey is even doubt for the game against Mali. Ibrahim Suleimana is also a doubt against the game against Mali. So that is why Otaodo said, okay, if that is the case, then I need quickly replacement in case maybe Thomas Partey could not able to play against Mali. I will not wait to say maybe Thomas Partey going to be okay, and when he get to the match day, maybe probably he's not going to be okay on that game. So therefore, that is the reason why the late call-up came. But here was my point. The game. It is not always we have to talk about coach. These players that was in the field, they are professional players. So when you look at the players' performance yesterday, not all the time we have to blame coaches. Mohamed Kudus, you do not need the coach to tell you how important the game is, how important the 3-point is. Anyaka William, you do not need the coach to come and tell you how important the 3-point is. Jordan do not need the coach to come and tell him how important. If you guys are men enough for me being here, do I need for someone to come and motivate me to come out to do my job? The answer is no. Yes, I can do some little mistakes and maybe someone have to correct me. Maybe you are working and your leader is there. He is the one have to observe and tell you that do it this way, do it that way. But I don't think that the leader have to come to me to motivate me to do my job all the time. So the question here is the players' mentality. I said it that the players' mentality going into that game is going to be something that, we're going to beat them. Now, when you look at the lineup yesterday, I do not agree of this lineup. Now, you are going to play against Chad, and you are using two defensive midfielder, that is Owusu and Samet, to play. And those players are defensive midfielder. When was the last time they scored a goal in their clubs are talking about the national team? Those players find difficult to even move the ball like when you have Magida Smero. Now, you are not Thomas Partey as a central midfielder, and he could not able to play. How many central midfielder do we have? Okay, let's say this young man right here, the main position is central midfielder and also defensive midfielder. But by force, this guy was called as right back. Meanwhile, I have been talking about the right back we have. I have been talking about right here that this guy is not that his performance yesterday was bad, but he's not the right back. We have this guy here who doing very well, helping his team qualifying for UEFA Conference League, playing very well in the Romanian League. And I have been talking about Eric right here, that he is a typical right back who is playing consistently in the club side, who also played Ghana under 20 before. Why that guy wasn't called? Okay, let's put that guy aside. This guy, young man right here, Callum Yenchi or Yerenchi, this guy was supposed to play for Samed position or Owusu position, then Tarek Lamte will come in. I have been talking about Tarek Lamte match fitness. He is not fit That is why yesterday he could not play. So why do you have to call Tariq Lamptey, a player that we all know that he's injured? Why he have to be in there? So if you know that, okay, you are the one that is incoming, you know that Tariq can play, that is the reason why you call him. He should have been coming from the right. Then this young man right here, 19 years old young man, should have been playing for his best position for the midfield. Now, we all know that Salim Samet came back from injury not quite long ago. Elias Owusu came back from injury not quite long ago. And when you look at even their club side, particular Salim Samet cannot play 70 minutes in the club side because of match fitness. So why do you have to leave him for the first place to play full 90 minutes? So you could see that where the Chad player took the ball running, past Ibrahim Usman, past Salim Samet, he could not run again because he was so weak at that 80-something minute. He could not play full 90 minutes from the club side. Now, even the players that can play full 90 minutes in the club side, you took them out. That is Mohamed Kudus who can play full 90 minutes, Semenyo who can play full 90 minutes, and Yaki William. All those players was out, and you actually kept players that came back from injury. Elias Owusu and Salim Abdul Samed that came back from injury. Not quite long. They was actually playing full 90 minutes. Elias Owusu was substituted 90-something minutes. Aside that, when the second half, the way the game was going on, any Ghanaian that follow football could see the way the game was going on. As a coach, you need to make your substitution very quick. I think 60-something minutes. You're supposed to introduce fresh leg. Antoine Semenyo, when he played for FC Dortmund, the way he played, and when you look at most of the players' performance yesterday, you would think that these players have never lacked. I don't know anybody that watched the game yesterday. If you look at the kind of chances Antoine Semenyo got yesterday, and guess, boom, this way. Mohamed Kudus get to some point, it's like he's just walking in the field. Even Jordan Ayew, that I think that even Jordan Ayew is even older than them, was even putting more effort, more than all these players in the field. It shouldn't be like that. Gideon Mensah, look at the performance of Gideon Mensah yesterday. Do you see some ball? Like Ghana Nibeka say guy ayi sambi akwete say me masa bisa, like I don't get it. That is why the Con should be given a chance. What I'm saying, that is, they call the Con, but what I got is that there are some things that the FIFA need to clear before the Con can play. That is why maybe yesterday he couldn't play. But if that able to complete the game, they have to take a week and give the Con on the left back. A lot of people gonna say, well, it is a new player. If in life, if you're afraid of taking risk, then you have no business to become successful in terms of everything that you want to do. You need to take a risk. Bring Gideon Mensah, let the Con come in there, so that there will be a competition for Gideon Mensah. But nobody can talk about it. Everybody is very quiet about the performance Gideon Mensah put yesterday. Everybody is so quiet about it. Now, why do you think that I spoke about this game? If it was me, I would not sat those players that sat Nyake, Semenyo, even Jordan. I would not sat. You're supposed to sat some players that are hungry, that they want, and they know that they are not getting chance in the Black Stars. So when you give them chance against Chad, they will want to prove themselves so that the next time they will get a call up from the coach. But these players that you put yesterday, they knew that they are the ones that are going to play all the time. So they will not take the match so serious. A lot of people are asking Abu Francis. Abu Francis is injured, so that is why he wasn't called. I even prefer Loris Ajekum, who can play different positions. Loris Ajekum, who play in Belgium Pro League, who can play as central midfielder. Sometimes he can play as a defensive midfielder, who can also score goals most of the time in the club side. But look at, I do not see, or I do not know what Otuado see from Elias Owusu and Salim Abdul Samed. If you have been following Ghana Black Star team, you notice that the player that Otuado lacked them so much is Salim Abdul Samed and Elias Owusu. Even the time that Salim Abdul Samed was playing in moved to Sunderland and he could not get even playing time, he was always in the national team. I do not see the reason why Otuado always like to use these players. Meanwhile, when was the last time they scored goal in the Ghana Blasters? A lot of people will say football is not about always goals. But when it comes to some time, you need players who can drive the midfield like Lawrence Ajukum and Magida Smero. Now, why do you think that the game, I have been talking about the game right here, that it's going to be difficult for Ghana, and a lot of people were thinking that I was just talking. I said it that one, Chad, everything about them is new. Their national team, if you guys remember, I said it that there are some players that they quit from the national team when Ghana beat them 5-something. They said they are not going to play for the national team again. So what happened? What happened after they got the new coach who know Ghana very well, used to coach Central African Republic. Even some time ago when Ghana beat them, the coach came out and said Ghana is not doing things right, and Ghana is always trying to find a way from the referees and things to win matches. So the way Ghana win against them, Central African Republic, if Ghana go to the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana will not qualify from the group. The coach said it. And true. After we beat them, we qualified to we went to the AFCON. Ghana do not qualify from the group. Aside that, the coach said something. They said something before the game. Since they start campaign, the coach knew very well that our players, all of our players are playing in Europe. So the weather here in Europe and the pitches here in Europe is very different. So they knew that the only way they can able to defeat, or they can get a point from Ghana Blasters, is to put the match at 2 p.m. their time, 1 p.m. Ghana time, whereby the sun is very hot. They knew that our players cannot able to fit in the system. But their players are local based players. They are used to the system. The sun, they are used to the sun. Why do you think that a working days they will put a match at that time? Because they knew that our players will not fit in for that weather in that afternoon. That is the strategy from the coach. Now, let's remind you something. A lot of people are saying that, well, Mali will get into the table very solidly with you right here. A lot of people saying that, oh, Mali beat Comoros 3-0 in Bamako. To remind you, yesterday Mali game, Mali do not play at home. They play that game in neutral ground. That game yesterday play in Morocco. Mali do not play at home. Mali play with empty stadium. No fans was in the stadium, and that game was played in Morocco. So if Mali able to go to neutral ground, that game, when you went to neutral ground, it is 50-50 game. You are not playing in your home. I'm not also playing in my home. So everybody can win that game. So if Mali able to have that mentality in neutral ground in Morocco to beat Comoros, where Ghana struggle to beat most of the time, they're able to beat them 3-0, and they do not play that game in Mali Bamako. That should tell you that Mali can still also come to Ghana and beat Ghana very, very easy. And to let you know that Mali also have a new coach. The time that Ghana beat Chad 5-0, that is not the same coach we went to meet right there. Now, the time that Ghana also beat Mali 2-1, it is not the same coach that in there. The coach that used to coach Mali, Ghana beat them, is the coach that coaching Nigeria now. Now to Ghana Mali have a new coach now. Do you remember this coach who used to coach the Gambia, who took Gambia to the AFCON to surprise a lot of people? This Belgian man, he is a new coach who also knows very well about African football. That is the man we are going to face. So if someone tell you the world we can beat Mali at home, the player going to change their mentality. That is where we started from the AFCON. So to let you know, a lot of people, even most of journalists and a lot of people that do not know that Mali play their game in neutral ground, to let you know that Mali do not just beat Comoros in their home backyard. They went Morocco. That game played in Morocco with empty stadium. Yesterday I watched that game from first half to second half. Nobody was in the stadium. Just some few people sitting down there. When Ghana play neutral ground against Sudan, do we able to beat them in Libya? The answer is no. So if Mali able to beat this Comoros team, they're doing very well, this stubborn Comoros team in Morocco, imagine even Mali was to play that game in Mali Bamako. and they have their number 12 men. What is that? The fans. They have their fans behind them. They would have gotten even more than that 3 goals. So if Mali able to go to Morocco to beat Comoros right there, what tell you that they cannot go to Ghana to beat this our Ghana team with the mentality that the players have so far? And check, when was the last time you see Ghana beating a country back to back? Since Ghana beat, I think Zimbabwe last some qualifiers ago, beating Zimbabwe at home, and also went to Harare to beat Zimbabwe 1-0. Apart from that, when was the last time Ghana beat a country back to back, beating them home and going to their home to beat them? When was the last time Ghana able to do so? So what guarantee you that the way Ghana went to Mali to beat Ghana, Mali will still be there, then Ghana will beat them home again? It's always very difficult, even a club side, to beat one team back to back. It is not easy to do it. It is not easy to do it. With this Mali players' mentality, they have a lot of players that come into the national team whereby their main man is not even part of the squad. Pesuma, who play for Tottenham Hotspur, not even included in the squad. They have a lot of young players playing for full of everywhere. They have a coach who know a lot about African football. And do you think that with this our players' mentality, I'm not saying that they cannot win the game. They can win the game, but not that mentality we saw yesterday. Not that mentality can beat the Mali team coming on Monday. So it is going to be difficult. So if you think that maybe Mali gets beat this Comoros team at home in Mali, that game didn't play in Mali. That game played in Morocco. So that should tell you that this Mali team, they mean business. Now, let's check up the point. When you check up the point right now, Ghana are still clear, top of 16 points plus 10 goals. Madagascar is there, 13 points plus 5 goals. And Mali come third, 12 plus 7 goals. Then Comoros also right there. You can see it on your screen. So now what's going to happen is, even if Ghana lose against Mali and all the team win, Ghana will still maintain. Ghana will still be there up there plus goals different. Let's say we don't want that to happen, but maybe if Ghana lose against Mali, Ghana will still have 16 points. Mali will become 15 points, then 1 point different. If Madagascar win their game, Madagascar will come 16 points, but Ghana will still be top with goals difference. Okay, Ghana will still be top with goals difference, and Ghana need to win the 2 games against the remaining matches that going to be playing, and that is next month, October. Ghana have to play those matches to able to win. Now we can talk about qualifying. So if Ghana have to play Central African Republic, and this is our team that are not very difficult to play away. I mean, this Ghana Black Stars team, when we go away to win games, it becomes very difficult. And we are look at the way Central African Republic they perform against Ghana. In Ghana, we struggle to beat them 4-3. Now we are going to play against them next month. So what guarantee you that if you lose against Mali, you can go away to beat Central African Republic? Someone should tell me. Then you can even beat Comoros in your home. So I think what I can blame the coach about yesterday's game is not doing the substitute very quick yesterday, seeing what is going on. But the main blame is for the players. When you look at the players' performance yesterday and the way they are doing yesterday, you don't need anybody to come and tell you how serious you need that 3 point against Chad. I knew that it's going to be difficult. I knew, because a new stadium for them, a new coach for them, a new place, everything about them was new. So they decided to put the match afternoon time so that our players cannot able to fit in the weather system. They should forget about, the pitch is this and the pitch is this. Their performance alone, if the performance was there, we could see clearly that the performance is there, but the pitch didn't help them. But mentally wasn't really there. They already knew that, we beat this team already. This Chad team, they are not taking us anywhere. So that was the main problem. The attitude of the players yesterday was so bad. We cannot always talk about coach. How many coaches Ghana changed? Do anything change? Chris Hughton was there. We complained about Chris Hughton. After he's gone, Otoado came in. Does anything change from the players' mentality? The answer is no. So we cannot always talk about the coach, sacking coaches and leave these players and they keep doing what they are doing. So yeah, my next video, I'm going to be giving you my possible lineup that I feel like the coach should use. And if you watch and you listen to me, I have been talking about the lineup that I feel that players have to play for the right position. Here's the lineup I put right there. That this is the players that. So if Thomas Partey could not able to play yesterday, this young man right here was not supposed to play in the right back. You call Tarek Lamptey, you know that he can play. That is why you invite him. So let him play at the right back. Push the young man to play for his main position at the center midfield. Use one center midfielder and defensive midfielder. You are going to win a game. You are going to play against a team like a Chad, not to respect them. And then you are going to be using 2 defensive midfielders, meaning you want to defend the game. What do you know? What do you think? Let me know what you think about yesterday's game and what do you think it is next for the game against Mali. I'm going to be talking about that one. I'm going to be giving you much more things you need to know on that game as well. Stay blessed and more to come on your way.